why relying on savings alone won't make you wealthy. Hello and welcome to Raveling Money. Today we're going to address a fundamental misconception that many people have when it comes to personal finance. The idea that saving money alone will make you wealthy. For most of us, saving money is the starting point of our financial journey. It feels safe and it gives us a sense of security. But here's the reality. Relying solely on savings to build wealth will almost certainly leave you far behind your financial goals. When we save money, the goal is to accumulate over time, right? But saving alone often doesn't allow our money to grow in a meaningful way. In fact, it's one of the slowest methods of wealth building available to us. Let me explain why. Most people have been told that the first step toward building wealth is to save money in a bank account. You open a savings account, set aside a portion of your income every month, and let the money grow, slowly but surely, right? In theory, that seems perfect. But here's the problem. The interest rates on most savings accounts today are incredibly low, often under 1% in the US, and generally under 2.5% globally. Meanwhile, inflation, the rate at which the cost of goods and services increases, is typically much higher than that. Developing countries have higher interest rates and similarly, much higher inflation rates. For example, let's say you put $10,000 into a savings account, earning just 1% interest per year. After 1 year, you'd have $10,100. That's a $100 increase. Now, let's factor in inflation. The average inflation rate in the US over the last few decades has been about 3%. That means the prices of everyday items, you buy groceries, gas, rent, are going up by 3% every year. So that $10,000 you saved is actually losing value because it's not keeping up with the rising costs of living. The problem here is that while your money is growing in your savings account, it's growing at a rate that's not even keeping up with inflation. So in real terms, your money is worth less and less over time. Over 10 years, for instance, inflation could easily eat away at 30% or more of your savings value. To illustrate further, imagine you've been saving diligently, putting away $1,000 every month into that same 1% savings account. Over 10 years, that money would accumulate to around $12,000 in interest. But during that same 10 years, inflation would have raised the cost of living by roughly 30%, making that $12,000 feel more like $8,500 in today's terms. So why does this matter? If saving money in a savings account isn't a sustainable way to build wealth, what should we be doing instead? The answer lies in investing. When you invest, you're putting your money into assets that have the potential to grow at a much faster rate than savings accounts. Whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, or even starting a business, these are all avenues where your money can compound over time, giving you a much higher return than the 1% interest rate you'd get from a savings account. For example, if you save $10,000 in a bank account earning 1% interest annually, you'd have about $11,046 after 10 years. But if you invested that same $10,000 in the stock market, where the historical average annual return has been around 7 to 10%, your money could grow much faster. After 10 years, you could have around $20,000, $25,000, or even more, depending on the market's performance. Real estate is another powerful tool for wealth building. When you invest in property, you not only get the benefit of potential appreciation, meaning the value of the property increases over time, but you can also generate passive income through renting it out. The rental income can then be reinvested to purchase additional properties, creating a snowball effect of wealth creation. But investing isn't just about buying assets, it's about making informed decisions. The key to successful investing is diversification. By spreading your investments across various asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and businesses, you reduce the risk of losing everything when one sector underperforms. Diversification allows you to benefit from different markets, making your wealth-building strategy much more robust. It's also essential to have a long-term mindset. The stock market, for example, can be volatile in the short term, with prices fluctuating daily. But historically, the market has provided significant long-term returns. By staying committed to your investment strategy, you give your money time to grow and ride out any short-term volatility. Before you start investing, though, it's important to take care of your financial health. If you're carrying high-interest debt, like credit card debt, it can undermine all your efforts to build wealth. The interest you're paying on that debt is likely higher than what you'd earn from any savings account or even most investments. So, before you start putting money into the market, make sure you're paying off your high-interest debts first. Once you've eliminated high-interest debt, you'll have more money to focus on building wealth through investments. That's when you can start thinking about putting your money into the stock market, real estate, or other asset classes. So here's the key takeaway. Saving money is important for financial security, but it's not enough to make you wealthy. To achieve true wealth, you need to invest your money in assets that can grow faster than inflation. Real wealth building comes from letting your money work for you through investments. Thank you for watching Raveling Money. I hope this video has given you a new perspective on how to think about saving, investing, and building wealth. If you found this information useful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more insights on personal finance. And I'd love to hear from you. What steps are you taking to build your wealth? Leave a comment below, and let's continue the conversation. Until next time, keep making your money work for you and take control of your financial future.